So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to take the mocap generated animations inside Unreal Engine and retarget them to a custom skeletal mesh like this. Basically, if you watch my last video, I've shown that I could get a character and I could make it do the animation from like a mocap type thing where you use a video format and you take the actions of that character and place it into your skeletal mesh. One of the problems was that you couldn't actually apply it to your own skeleton, so it had to be either the UE skeleton or it had to be a metahuman skeleton. But I've kind of found a little workaround, so it's not a full solution, but it is a bit of a workaround. So as you can see, I've just added this character in myself, which is a duck character, and it's using a Mixamo skeleton. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to turn your character into a Mixamo skeleton basically, and then what you do, you just retarget in then. So if I go to Blender, I've just got this character, and the reason why I'm using this character like this because I want to show you the example that the legs and the arms and the hands and the shape of the skeleton is not the same as the Unreal Engine skeleton, but you can retarget the animation to this mesh. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on that so it's highlighted all, go to save as, go to export, and I'm going to export this character. And on Blender, when you export a character, just make sure it's all highlighted so it's orange. Go to selected objects, and this is just a simple one. So then I'm just going to call this hero body, and then just export FBX. So if there is other things you can do when you're exporting and stuff like scale or all sorts of different things, but this is just going to be a quick example. Save. I can close that down now. And then what we're going to do, come onto your internet browser and then just type Mixamo, and then see here mixamo.com. This website is absolutely brilliant. If you don't have an account with Mixamo, it's simple, just an email and a password. But if it wasn't for Mixamo, I wouldn't have learned about skeletons, I wouldn't have learned about skeletal meshes, I wouldn't have learned about animations, I wouldn't have learned about animation blueprints. Mixamo helped me a lot with learning Unreal Engine. So if you are a beginner and you're new to custom characters and new to custom skeletons and animation and custom animations, start with Mixamo. Really good place to start. But so like you can get all like animations from it. You can just download the animation. That's a character I was messing around with. I'm going to upload a new character. So and there's characters you can download yourself from Mixamo. So you might have seen characters like this in people's tutorials and stuff like that. So I'm going to upload that character I just made. So you just go up to here, upload character, and then select character file, and then you just go to whatever folder it was that you made it. And then when the character's uploaded, it will look like this. And then you see these arrows, you can just rotate it around just to make sure that the model's how you wanted it to look. The materials aren't on it, but that's not important. You can import your materials in the in Unreal Engine as long as you've unwrapped it and stuff like that. You can just add your materials on later. So this has just got no materials, and then you go to next, and then see now this is going to build a skeleton for me. So you can put the chin where the chin is, put the wrists where the wrists are. Pretty self-explanatory, but elbows there, knees say about there, and then groin, and then go next. Yeah, I really like Mixamo. I don't really use it anymore. I'm using it for this purpose because it creates a skeleton for me. I usually make my own skeletons, but when I was trying to make them, because of the scales and everything and the naming conventions of the skeletons, it can be very confusing. Whereas Mixamo seems to make a skeleton that is perfectly aligned for Unreal Engine. So then see, that's my character. He's moving around. Go to next. Your 3D character has been uploaded. Next. Now we don't want the any animation on it. See how it's put an animation, but That's just this animation here. We can click this off and it'll go to the T-pose, right? So we just got the T-pose on my character. I'm going to download that now. FBX binary as a T-pose, download. So now we can close mixer mode, but I do advise you to come back. If you've never heard of mixer mode before, come back to mixer mode and have a good look at it. But yeah, for now it's just built our skeleton. On Unreal Engine, I'm going to go to content drawer, go to content. I'm just going to make a new folder. Dump 6. I got 6 dump files on this now. And then in my dump 6 folder, I'm going to go import and then go to downloads. The one that I just downloaded from Mixamo Hero Body, open. And this should all be ready to go. So you could just press import. When you make your own skeletons and custom skeletons, you have to change some of these settings. But with the Mixamo one, it's fine. So just go import. Now I've got a skeletal mesh for my hero body. Now, go up to save all. If I just go to where my animations are that I got from the mocap stuff, so I've got the sword attack one, that one. Go to content drawer. I'm just going to go right click, retarget animations, and then it's going to go target skeletal mesh will be the one that we've just imported, which is hero man. Yours will be called whatever yours is called, hero body. And the animation that we want to put across is sword attack A1. Export animations. Put it into dump 6 folder. Export. Overwrite existing files. No. You can overwrite existing files if you want, but that will overwrite the one that you're changing. So we don't want to change that. Export. And now it's done. And now I have my mocap animations onto a custom character. See, it might not be brilliant, but it's a step forward. You can see the sort of like the knees and the arms and stuff are not in perfect place where they should be, but that's more to do with how I made this character and more to do with how I placed the points in Mixamo as where I wanted the elbows to be and the knees to be. So it's kind of like that's more an error of mine rather than an error of this thing. But so like as you can see, that one is taken from this one. You see, it's onto a metahuman and then just retargeted to a Mixamo skeleton. Just retargeted that kick as well. Pretty cool. But yes, so like it is a bit of a workaround. It's not a completely custom skeleton, but we're getting somewhere. So we can take animations and put them on custom characters. So yeah. But like I say, you might want to watch this tutorial from I think it was Smart Poly, and you might want to watch the video of mine before this one, just in case you're having a little few issues. But your issues will be to do with VPN if you're not connecting and stuff like that, and just what plugins you need to download and stuff. But I hope that helps, and I hope it's shown something. But yeah, like I say as well, if you are new to skeletal meshes and animations and everything, and even if you're new to Unreal Engine, Mixamo is a brilliant place to start.